good to get back out there.
What was that first game snap since the injury? I mean, how do you feel like that felt? And then just walk us through what that first drive was like for you.
Yeah, it was nice to get back out there, be out there with the guys. Nice to get those first couple reps in a game that doesn't really count towards our record. So still some work to do, but it's nice to be back out there.
Was there a series of throws that you felt best about? One throw you felt the best about when you look back on it?
Still room to improve.
What was your main objective when you went out there tonight? What did you really want to accomplish?
Just go through the routine, get the feeling of playing again, get the feeling of calling the game, looking at the play clock, reading the defense. Maybe we'll get hit at some point, but it didn't happen today, which is a good thing.
Zac said you looked sharp. Did you think you looked sharp out there tonight? That's how you described your performance tonight.
Yeah, still room to improve.
Were you hoping to get hit maybe once?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting hit before the first game. We'll see.
So does that mean you're hoping to play again in the preseason? Or am I reading too much into it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. That's kind of a Zach question. We'll kind of make that decision together and see where that goes.
Mentally, how big would that be for you to get hit once at least, then just to see how the wrist reacts to that before week one?
It'd probably help me mentally more than anything. Just, understanding, falling can hurt. Just get that thing hit one time before you're out there in a real game.
Would you like to go live maybe in a practice?
That's not going to happen.
We didn't see Jermaine Burton out there with you when you were out there, but you saw him make the most explosive plays at the end of the game. What do you feel like he needs to do to be able to get in the game earlier and really be maybe a factor for you guys this year?
Yeah, he keeps, he made some really good plays there at the end. He just needs to keep working hard, getting in his playbook, continue to build and grow as a player and as a person. So I think his future is bright. He's just got to keep working hard.
When you were coming into tonight, I'm sure you had a list of things in your head at least that you wanted to accomplish. Do you think you accomplished all of them?
Yeah, I would say that. I'm not sure I necessarily had a list of things I wanted to accomplish. I would just say it was nice to score that touchdown. Had a little help, but it was a nice start.
You said you had a specifically more concerted effort to try and spread the ball around on that first drive because of the preseason?
No, I never think about it that way. Just throw the ball where the defense tells me to.
You want to replicate regular season rhythm as much as possible. I think you mentioned that a couple of times during the training camp. Do you feel you kind of took a step in that direction in terms of rhythm?
Yeah, I would say that. It's always nice to get the feeling of a real game out there. Go through your pregame routine, pregame warm-ups, run out with the team, be in front of the fans. So it was a nice start.
What did you see?
How much of an adrenaline rush was it to just finally get on the field, a real snap from the first time since they got there?
Not much of an adrenaline rush, I would say. Not like week one will be. I knew I wasn't playing a ton, but it was nice to get back out there.
What did you see on the deep ball to T? Obviously, it was this close to being a touchdown.
Yeah, the guy made a good play. I put it where I wanted to. I had another option in my head of where else I could have put it. So I don't know. It was he made a good play. Thanks, guys.
What did you like most about the starting drive that you saw from your starting offense with Joe?
Scored a touchdown. 2 for 2 on third downs, which was key. So I thought there were some positive things from our offense and our defense. Those two starting units that went out there, defense got a 3 and out. Offense went out there and put 7 on the board. So did a good job setting the tone. And really defensively, I thought they finished the half well. The second drive wasn't great. But they did a good job kind of after that, playing with a lot of energy and fixing some corrections. But offensively, we couldn't get anything going. It was ugly, and didn't give us really an opportunity to let guys showcase their skills.
How did he do for all
I thought he looked sharp. We'll obviously watch the tape, but I thought he was in control and saw the defense really well. And we're not sitting there just digesting all the Tampa Bay tape to make sure we can attack him. But I thought he handled it really well, and those guys made plays for him.
You were looking at the script for what you wanted to do on that first drive. What was kind of the objective on what you were looking to get?
I mean, there was a mixture of things. We had some runs. We had some different types of passes mixed in there. Ultimately, we wanted to protect him, of course. We didn't want to put him in harm's way and do too much drop back. But I thought we did a good job getting everybody involved, and so everyone was able to kind of touch the ball in that first drive and get it in the end zone, and then got those guys out of the game.
When you were putting together the plan and you knew you were going to play Joe and play the starters, is that the ideal way? Is that how you were envisioning it? Obviously, it doesn't always go that way, but did it go that way?
It did. We were able to hit on a couple different things, and really the only one that got sideways on us was the screen, against the safety pressure. Where he had to burn it, but otherwise I thought everybody was efficient.
Zach, do you have an update on Charlie Jones for third tech?
Yeah, he'll be week to week. He banged knees with one of the DBs on that play, and so he'll be just kind of week to week with that.
When you had the starters then, it was mostly Chase Brown carrying the load at running back. Did Zach Moss just fall into the category?
Yeah, he got sick last night. Didn't feel great today, and so it didn't make sense to get him around the guys.
What have been your impressions of Dax at corner?
Excuse me?
Impressions of Dax.
I saw him around the ball a lot tonight, and so now we'll just look at it, to take the next step and go get your hands on it and go take it away. He got close on one, just as we saw the replay, we didn't think they were going to give it to us. It felt like that they probably made the right call there, and some other ones that were just close. So again, that's him. He's already around the ball, already about to make plays. Now as he just gets more comfortable in every week that gets underneath his belt, I think his aggressiveness will continue to increase, and that's why he's out there. So there's a lot of positive things to build off of there.
We saw
two things with Jermaine Burton. Was that the plan to not play him very much early, and what did you think about what you saw obviously from him once he did finally get it?
There was just zero rhythm whatsoever. Second quarter, midway through the third quarter, to where we weren't as focused on just getting guys in there and getting them. We were just focused on let's get a first down so we can get some rhythm and run the ball and call some of the stuff off of it. And so then we were able to get him in there. I think later in the game and target him a couple times. And quarterbacks did a good job finding him, and he did a great job when the ball's thrown to him. He went and caught it. And that's what we want to see from him.
Is it too early to tell any first impressions of Amari is out there tonight?
For me, it is. Yeah, for just calling the game, we'll be able to regroup and watch it tomorrow and have a better feel.
What's been your impression of Josh so far in the camp?
Very active, loves ball, is around the ball quite a bit, has done a couple different things for us. And so I think as a rookie, he's had a good start, and now it's just the consistency. I think I've said that a lot about all these rookies, just the consistency. It's can't just have a splash play and then have a negative. You got to just play with that consistency on every single snap. But like his personality, like what he brings to the defense, got great energy, loves ball. That's a good starting point.
You had a chance to see some situational football, Zach, at the end of the first half, end of the game. Yeah. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's the end of the first half. I would have loved to have tried to steal another 5 yards. You're in regular season mode with your starters and things you've worked on, and I think during the regular season, I probably would have banged a timeout with 8 seconds there and tried to steal 5 on the sidelines. And instead of kicking a 58-yarder, we put Evan in a lot of really tough spots and always expect him to come through for us. But that's a tough spot. That's a long field goal there. So there's some situational stuff that's good for me to refresh myself on, and I'm getting good feedback. And so again, it was good that stuff happened at the end of the first half. Good it happened at the end of the second half. How to manage the timeouts there at the end of the second half. I mean, I know it's a preseason game, but we also want to win. So there was a time where we would have been more aggressive, as they had the ball to try to keep time on the clock for us to go win it in 2 minutes. So it was good for all of us, players and coaches.
Do you think Joe throws that deep ball to T into double coverage if it's a regular season game? Was it kind of an emphasis where he just wanted to get a deep shot in this game?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a opportunity that not a lot of bad's going to happen when you put it out there like he did, and you got a big – I mean, it's really how different is it from the catch he caught against the Ravens in 2021 here, where he was running a blazer route down the numbers. He wasn't running the corner post, but we've seen him make that play. And so when the quarterbacks see one of our guys in that position, put the ball up and let him go get it, which is what he did. I think their DB did a good job just getting his hand through there and knock it down. But I expect our guys to throw that ball 100 out of 100 times, and more times than not, our guys will make it. I thought their DB did a good job getting it out.